Everything burns. Entire screens disappear in seconds. And honestly, Warlock might already be one of the most insane classes in Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred. This build transforms you into a true apocalypse. Massive explosions, full screen destruction, insane burst damage. And mobility so fast it almost feels like playing Leap Barbarian again. Your Hellfire abilities continuously build apocalypse stacks, until everything around you simply ceases to exist. At maximum power, Apocalypse doesn't just clear enemies, it eradicates them. This build already pushed me to a 1 minute 21 second world record speedrun. And I was also the first player to break the sub 2 minute barrier. Fast farming, fast progression, infernal hordes, hell tides, endgame activities, boss farming, everything feels smooth, explosive and incredibly efficient. And today I'll show you exactly how this build works and why this is the best and fastest Warlock build in Diablo 4 right now. Yo Nephalem, Sagittarian here, and today I'm showing you my best and fastest Warlock build for Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred. We're gonna cover the skill, the gear, the aspect, the paragon, the gameplay loop, and everything you need to absolutely destroy the game with this class. Meta, build, performance. Here we play to win. So this version is what I call the Leap Lock, fastest and mobile version of the Apocalypse Warlock. This variant revolves around Anathema of the Primes, allowing us to repeatedly spam Demonic Smash Rampage thanks to the interaction with Archfiend Demon from Consuming Wrath. To achieve this insane level of speed and mobility, we sacrifice part of our raw Apocalypse scaling by removing Banished Lord's Talisman, but in exchange the build becomes unbelievable smooth. Extremely high mobility, faster map traversal, hyper-aggressive gameplay, explosive speed farming. Honestly, this version turned the Warlock into a true demonic missile flying across the map. And if you're looking for the stronger push variants for high pit tires or the tower, don't worry, those versions are coming in a future video. Now let's check the skills. Chain with Umbral Chains, your main generator can be thrown at distance building fast apocalypse stacks. Rampage with Demonic Smash Rampage will our best mobility skills thanks to Anathema of the Prime that allow us to spam the Demonic Smash Rampage leap. Summon Volak increases your maximum overpower, provides Fortify, boosts Wrath generation and siphons its life to sustain your during combat. Dark Prison with Chain Aura Dark Prison becomes Hellfire skills, it grants us defensive kit with Fortify, damage reduction and it weakens our enemies. Nether Step, our mobility tool to reposition, dodge damage, become unstoppable and survive to dangerous situations. And finally, Apocalypse, the heart of the build. Once fully stacked, it unleashes devastating explosion that wipe the entire screen. All the sigils will be triggered all at once with Apocalypse. It massively amplifies your damage, triggering the charm of the Nameless set. Cause chain explosion, shadow trail of movement speed, volatility, etc. There is also an alternative that you can remove Chain Whip's Umbral Chains for endless barrage bombardment. There is some situation where you'll be even faster because less cast to build stacks. But the good thing with Chain is that they remain on the ground dealing damage and also allow for more stacking while moving. If you opt for endless barrage bombardment, swap Greater X Paragon for Fathomless. Soul Shards and Fragments. We use Ritualist Shards. Grants access to Command Varlock and massively boosts your damage through overpower scaling, enabling extremely powerful Apocalypse detonation. With Scorching Fragment. Keeps your Hellfire skills constantly empowered and significantly increases your damage output through volatility stacks at the cost of a portion of your life. In this setup, the skill tree is designed to stack Apocalypse as fast as possible from post-leveling while maintaining strong and consistent damage. For the gear and the aspect, this setup focuses on damage scaling, survivability and multiplayer stacking to maximize burst and consistency with Apocalypse. For the uniques, we have Hands of the World Breaker, absolutely mandatory for boost as never our Apocalypse becoming also a sigil skill. Pledge Fruit Carapace, another great damage boost. The Hemat Stone boosts efficiency of Summoned Volak and Scorching Fragment. For the mythics, we have Heart of Perdition, amazing stats and 80% damage multiplier. Ring of the Starless Skies. Great stats, damage increase, resource cost decreased. For the core of the aspect, we use Cremator Aspect, our key damage scaling, accelerating aspect for more frame, more fluid to play and fastest execution. For the defensive aspect, we use Aspect of Heavenly Strength, perfect defensive fit while we played two-handed weapon. For the utility, we use Undying Aspect, provides sustain and recovery during fight. Try to get Undying Aspect on your amulet, then swap for Aspect of Riling Reversal on your boots. Stat priority. And 90-100 crit chance, then focus on weapon damage, then critical strike damage and vulnerability approximately 2:1 ratio, then focus on rank skill, then a willpower, and finally attack speed, all damage approximately 1:1 ratio. Gems and runes. For the gems we use Grand Sapphire. On our armor, it grants us more willpower, and we use a ruby on our weapon, because it's an insane fire damage multiplier. For the runes, we use Poc C. You will summon a spirit wolf companion to attack enemies, and the good thing is this wolf applies vulnerable. And we use Nagu K. We will be able to invoke the Druid's Earthen Bulwark skill for 3 seconds, granting yourself a buy. We use the Nameless set. This set revolves around a ritual mechanic triggered by sigil skills, massively boosting your power over time. The good thing is Apocalypse is now also a sigil skill with Hand of the Worldbreaker. So now, casting a skill creates all base sigils at once. You deal massively AoE damage, 200% doubled during power with it. And finally, we use Anathema of the Primes. It's mandatory for spam leap through Demonic Smage Rampage. For the Paragon board, we start with Hellforge. Skills hampered by volatility deal an additional 15 damage. And for the second board, we use Pyrosis. Hellfire skills deal 450 increased damage to healthy enemies. Then we use Helldritch Sight as a glyph to boost our vulnerable damage. The third board is Chaos. Your occult skill deals 100 increased damage while you have overpower. Here we take Hampered. Your occult skill deals 15 increased damage while you have any overpower. Don't forget, this is Warlock that gives you overpower. For the fourth board, we have Ritualism. You gain 90 increased damage for 15 seconds after casting a sigil skill. Here we take Hambound. After spending 15 wrath, you deal 10x increased damage and gain 25% increased wrath generation for 3 seconds. And the good thing is that boosts massively your magic node with volatility damage bonus and overpower. And the final board is Greater X. Apply Hex vulnerable or weakened to enemies, permanently reduce the damage they deal to you by 25%, and they take 75% increased damage from you. Then we take Entropy. Skills hampered by volatility deals an additional 15% damage. You can remove the Greater X board to use Fathomless if you play with Bombardment, because each demon you've summoned in the last 6 seconds increases your damage by 15% up to 105%. Mercenaries. Rare is your main mercenary, providing strong defense, damage buff, and survivability through Bronze Slam, Aegis, Bastion, and Inspiration. Carbon World Virtue is a great option if you need more tankiness and can be great against Mephisto as well. And finally, we use Alkane as reinforcement because he protects us with Field of Language, granting us 40% damage reduction. Let me summarize you how it plays. The build revolves around rapidly stacking Apocalypse charges using Hellfire abilities depending on the variant you play through Chain with Umbral Chains. Thanks of the Nameless charm set that allow us to cast Sigil of Subversion, Sigil of Chaos, and Sigil of Summons at the same time, boosting our configuration. Chain Haradak Prison enhances your survivability by providing 45 damage reduction and weakening enemies. Once you reach high stacks, ideally 100, you unleash a massive Apocalypse explosion that wipes the entire screen. Overpower scaling, summon Volak, and your aspects amplify this burst, allowing you to chain devastating detonation while staying aggressive. Nether Step gives you damage reduction, so don't forget to cast it when you need more resistance. It also allows you to reposition, dodge damage, become unstoppable, and stay aggressive in dangerous situations. And of course, we use Rampage with Demonic Smash Rampage, because it's our best mobility skill pairing to the Anathema of the Prime charm that allows us to spam the Demonic Smash Rampage leap. And that's the leap lock in action. Fast, explosive, and unstoppable. Every pack, every boss, nothing stands a chance. Endgame activities, farming, speed clearing, this build can do it all, efficiently and instantly. And the stronger purge variant coming in the next video, so stay tuned. Alright my friend, if you enjoyed this build, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, it helps me a lot, and tell YouTube you want more great content like this. Nephalem, see you in Sanctuary.